Hi Libra. Let's take a look at the second week of September 2022 for you guys. This is good for Sun, Rising, Moon, Venus, or Mercury placement of Libra. I do follow tropical astrology. As always, keep in mind this is a general reading. Use discernment, please, when you watch tarot. Don't try to make it fit if it's not your story. If it's not your story, just click off and try back next week. I might not be picking up on your energy. There are 8 billion people on the planet after all. If you're looking for a private reading, however, that isn't general but is personal and just for you, the link to my website's down in the description below. If you're looking for readings for all 12 zodiac signs, of course I read for the whole zodiac on my other channel called Somachandra Tarot. If you're new, welcome to Somachandra Libra. I read for you here and Sagittarius every 4 days. All right, let's get into it. Libra, I feel like there's a lot of good energy coming in for you. I felt it in downloads. I think that you guys, I definitely see that you're going to have kind of a busy week. I'm also seeing that some of you are struggling with like GI tract, lower intestinal issues, maybe acid reflux as well. And I saw some insomnia. So take care of yourselves this week. I saw some tummy issues, digestion issues, sleeplessness. If it's stress, that might need to be addressed. There are things you can do to ease in digestion, in particular at night and in the early morning. Yeah, they wanted me to tell you that if any of you are going through that, they acknowledge it. I have this beautiful new deck, Minding My Business, Nurturing My Peace. I met the artist of this deck. I bought it locally, so I wanted to use it for you guys. My self-care is important to my mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Take time to rest. Hustle culture is exhausting. I love that, hustle culture. It's exhausting, right? Being on the move from one goal to the next or one task to the next doesn't always allow you to enjoy the fruit of your labor. You deserve to rest. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a vibe. That makes sense with the insomnia bit that I saw, and maybe even an upset stomach. Take care of yourselves, please. This hustle culture isn't where it's at for you right now. Like if you're busy, you're busy. If you've got shit to do, you've got shit to do. But I like what it says here. If you just move from one task to the next, that doesn't always allow you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Step back and look at what you're accomplishing right now, and also know that you deserve to rest. Some of you might be approaching burnout, but I think it's like you won't give yourself a break because the bottom of the deck is the catalyst or the challenge. Give yourself grace. You're doing the best you can with what you have in this moment. Do you think you're a machine? You are not. Ask for help where you can. I think you guys are maybe being really hard on yourselves. I'm hearing like, no, I'm a one-man band. I am an island. I am an army. And you're going to exhaust yourself if you do that. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself some grace. You really are doing the best you can right now. You are also on the path to self-love, bringing in a lot of wisdom. Oh, we're releasing. Some of us are releasing a masculine, or we're coming into a more masculine energy, if that does it for you. Yeah. Transmuted a lot of knowledge and turned it into wisdom. Now that wisdom is on tap for you to access, Libra. Your inner wisdom, all that you've learned that you really know for sure now, because that's what wisdom really is. At least that's how my kid described it. Like, wisdom is what you like, no, mom, like what you know for sure. I'm like, kid, you're Yoda. This is true. And that helps you release what no longer serves you, bringing a lot of wisdom in. On the right path, self-love is the thing. I love that. Like, I don't care who else you're loving, but it is definitely time to love yourself. I do see that you will be busy because the Oracle of the Enchanted Map, I think this is what this one's called. Ride the wave, but also one ring circus. Details is at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I feel like you guys have like... Some of you refuse to make lists, and I applaud you for that. But the truth is, like, you need lists right now so that your brain doesn't get overwhelmed. There are a lot of details that you need to look at the moment. I also feel like with one ring circus, this is like my mom used to say, I am not a one-man band. It would be like, but you so are, Mom. It will feel like a one ring circus. Like, it's like... You're the only one really doing anything right now, I think. I think that you guys are going to have a really busy week. You may feel a little isolated right now as well. Again, watch out for that burnout. Ask for help. Like, you're not a machine, but also ride the wave. It's like, just go with it. Just go with things. Try to release control right now. There is fun to be had, but I feel like you guys are carrying a lot of responsibilities at the moment. Maybe you just don't like asking for help. I don't know about you guys, but I hate asking for help. That's why I run my own company and work alone. I like to be alone. I like to be a one-ring circus, but it's stressful, you know? So I do think you guys are feeling a little isolated, or in just that, like, I'm listening. Like, it's all on you. A lot of stuff is all on you. Don't be too hard on yourself. Take care of yourself. But there is some fun to be had. Just like ride that wave. I'm also hearing that some of you have been dealing with a person who they thought they could do everything on their own, but the truth is they can't, and they kind of are getting what they deserve, or they're not getting a punishment, but it's more like they're realizing just how valuable you are now that you're gone, is what I'm hearing. So the overall energy of the person coming towards you is justice. Ouch. And it is an ouch to a degree. The way they feel is the Seven of Swords. They do not want to tell you how they feel. And if they do, they're going to be very, very clever and careful with you. They see you as the Chariot. Bye. I'm in the Chariot going. What you need to know is the Magician. You could be dealing with an Aries, a Virgo, or a Gemini. And the final outcome is the Wheel of Fortune. Someone is suddenly freaked out about massive changes. Someone's really worried about repeating old patterns, knowing that if you want to go towards a new path that's correct for you, you're going to have to let something go, let something die, and get out of your head, or they're going to have to get out of their head. I see that someone's very afraid of where the future is going right now. Someone doesn't want to see that something's really over. Someone is sort of struggling through transformation, but the transformation and addressing the self-limiting beliefs will lead to the correct path. I kind of feel like someone's saying like, oh shit, something's over. And I do think that this is impacting you. I see messages at the bottom of the deck about being heartbroken, not knowing what to do. Can we talk? Okay. Communication. Someone's very curious about what's happening. Death. Are you with a Scorpio now? Yeah. Okay, look. Some of you have like totally bossed up, in particular my feminines. Some of you have Scorpio in your chart and you've done this transformation thing, and now you're bolder and more independent and passionate. This other people are watching you. You may also have somewhat of a jealous female around you, or a bitchy female. You are going to be strong, very strong. So the overall reason for the reading is justice. You get what you give, you get what's fair, you get what you deserve, you have to deal with consequences. Clarifying this is the Five of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Page of Swords. Oh, shit. Yeah. So someone is kind of mad. I think some of you like served your justice and they're like, fuck you. I don't care what you think, but I'm going to keep an eye on you. Like, some of you are saying things and doing things right now that are really putting you in your power. It might not have been easy for you. I do get the sense that someone is not happy with a decision or a choice that's being made. Wanted to know what that Seven of Swords was. I got 3 more cards to come out. The High Priestess, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. Is this you? Is this them? Is this between 2 women? So for my Libra feminines, I think you really served your justice. Some of you are like really speaking your truth right now. You're leaders, you're very magnetic, you're very passionate. I think someone is kind of milling around and lurking, kind of jealous, kind of competitive. I'm actually sensing that it's a woman. She may have air or fire in her chart. She's jealous and angry and doesn't like the way something's going. I'm also hearing that someone took a restraining order out on someone else, or like did something. Y'all are supposed to not be friends anymore or talking anymore, but you can't help it with each other. That's a little fucked up. Be careful. But I feel like it's a woman who's just like lurking, jealous, being shitty. You might have stood up to her in the past. She's getting what she deserves. If it is a masculine, well, you sure told him, didn't you? I caught you talking to what's her face, the Queen of Wands, or you're like, no, I don't need you. I don't need your bullshit. I think you dropped the mic and kind of got the last word. I am also hearing a bit of a power struggle. And there's been consequences because of it. They told me to stop with that. It's going to be a different person for each of you. The way this person feels is the Seven of Swords. He literally looks like he's about to step in a pile of dog shit and fall. Like, you know it. You know it. Like watch where you're, don't be too proud of yourself, thief. I mean, this person does need to tread lightly. This person may try to do things that piss you off from time to time. This person may think their behavior is cute. This person may, you guys may have fights, justice is served, and they're like, oh, it's no big deal. I'm hearing someone that's kind of snarky sometimes. They have a bitter sense of humor, dry, bitter, kind of angry sense of humor sometimes. Or they just plain are treading very lightly with you because underneath they're looking a whole lot more timid than that, Libra. Six of Swords, okay, I'll try to move on. Like Libra won, I lost. But then Page of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, I think, methinks you taught this person a little lesson. They learned something. Hey, I found that old text between us. Do you remember that? Or you left your stuff at my house. They're also looking at some kind of evidence here that's making them feel kind of emotional and timid. And now they're really thinking about it. Like, did I do the right thing? Was I mean? Was I bitchy? Look at his face. He does look a little like, yeah. I think a person's kind of maybe regretting something they said or did, especially with the Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Like, you can't take that shit back. You can apologize, but you can't take it back. You're being seen as the Chariot, Cancer energy. Cancer are very driven people. The GPS of your soul is turned on. You're like moving forward, moving on, strong direction in your life. Some of you are moving and traveling. Clarifying this is the Ten of Swords, the Tower, and the Hermit. Boom. Are y'all like up and leaving? Like, I gotta go. This all blew up. It hurt you or it hurt them. Past the point of no return too with the Tower. So that it can be, you know, you can go build something new somewhere else with better materials in a better location that's more stable. Hermit, that's the wisdom. You've learned a lot from this. This person may have learned a lot from it too. I do see a person searching their soul, but I'm not seeing, like, when this shit happens, if someone did you wrong, I need to see like judgment in the Five of Cups, which is I have regrets, or like justice in the Hangman, like, wow, I fucked up. Wow, I see it from your point of view. Wow, am I sorry? They're not quite there yet. And neither are you. You're just like, I gotta go. This hurts. It's too much. You may question like a recent communication between the two of you. Like, what are they trying to say to me? Like, we were fighting 2 weeks ago. What's going on now? I thought this was over. I don't think it is entirely because there's going to be messages and there's this curiosity if something is over. I'm also hearing that some of you are concerned about your health or someone's health, but I'm not going to say too much because somebody lost their shit on me in the comments last week because I mentioned ill health. Don't be triggered with me, you guys. I'm just here to deliver a message. I'm a little nervous to mention health, but I am hearing that someone has a health issue. That's just what I'm hearing. Keep going to the doctor. Yeah, sorry, segue. But what you need to know is the Magician. Clarifying the Magician is the Star, the Page of Cups, and the Sun. Okay. Here's the thing. This person knows that they kind of need to make something right with you. They don't want to be sorry. They don't want to have to get on their knees and apologize, really. They do acknowledge the pain that happened between the two of you. I sense you're dealing with a person that's uncomfortable expressing emotions authentically. Their knee-jerk response is to go to like anger, jealousy, backstabbing games. That got them shot. You know, like they shot themselves in the foot with that, with justice. They do want to approach. They would like clarity. They still have hope. Someone suddenly wants to fix something here. Like, I don't have the Ace of Swords. I have a person that is calculated. They have a plan. When the Magician comes out, there's a reason. What is the reason? They do have hope. They want something to be better here. Their reason, Libra, is because they're just afraid of where things are going to go next for them. I feel like you're dealing with a person whose temper and emotional mood swings make it the better of them at times. I also think if this person doesn't directly communicate with you, they'll hope that you see them doing well, pursuing dreams, but they're kind of struggling to figure out how to do it without you. I wish I could take back my words, and I wish things could be different, is what this person wants to say to you. Yep, this Five of Swords, this Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, you had to stand up to their mouth, or she was a bitch with a capital B. She knows it, but it's like, now that you're really moving on, I think with the Chariot, now I feel like this person wants to prove something to you. I think they want your attention in some way. They might be doing well now, but they really want you to prove something to them. They wish something could be different. Also, confessions, unexpected message, unveiling, justifications. Yep, I feel like they will make some justifications for their own behavior. They're getting somewhere here, but nah. Yeah, they're going to make some justifications. You may get an unexpected message. Sidetrack, delays, distractions, change. If you guys were supposed to do something together, they're not going to make that. They're going to be sidetracked. They might be doing something else instead. But I think that they're going to confess to you something that may delay, distract, or sidetrack you. This person really is motivated here. Knight of Cups, the Five of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. This person is emotional, tantrumy, idealistic, and possessive. They're kind of, I'm hearing like bull in a china closet kind of personality, like all or nothing. They have a choice. They're going to approach here with the Page of Pentacles. But it's like, just to keep you from moving on, or because they want what they want, watch out for a person who's very possessive, very dramatic, very black and white. It's hard to support a person that's this tumultuous, okay? For sure. It's almost like they can't see themselves without you in some way. What you have to say is, I remember every detail of that day. I'm starting to understand our connection. I buried myself in work to forget you. Oh, you don't know how hard it was to let you go is down here. I love you. You love them. If this is you, you work quite a bit. I think you like, well, the One Ring Circus and ride the wave. You just got to go with the flow. I think you guys are busy. I think you've just got to go with life right now. You might be working a lot to drown out your emotions about this. This could all be you. Libra, if you're the Ten of Swords and struggling and angry and pissed off and jealous, all of those feelings and emotions are valid and normal. Let it go. Work through it. Like, just continue to work through your feelings. But I feel like you remember the last time something like this justice moment went down. And I think you're starting to put some pieces together about this relationship and what it's here to teach you and what happened. But what you have to say to them as well on the untold truth: farewell, goodbye, finality, closure, unspoken, regrets, lost words, and disappointment. Maybe you said some shit that you regret too. Yeah. There's things that you just know you can't say to them. But I feel like you definitely are being strong here. I think a part of you can't help yourself but give this person a listen, but at the same time, it's strength. Yeah, midnight in the garden of good and evil. You are battling a demon here. They're going to want to spend time with you and work stuff out. Five of Wands, the Lovers, could be a Gemini. They might want to sleep with you. Eight of Wands are definitely messaging you. Seven of Wands, unexpected. You feel like you have to defend yourself, protect yourself in some way. The Devil, the Six of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. You could be dealing with another air sign or a Capricorn. Let me speak to my brothers first. I'm hearing masculines that are dealing with a feminine. You are like, you can keep your crazy town to yourself, lady. You tempt me. You bring me back into these toxic codependent cycles. You were a shitty mom anyways, and to our kids, and like, I just can't deal with your force of nature, like tempting personality, but you miss them. And it is a temptation to you, but you've got to defend yourself against it. It's a lesson in facing your demons and strength. And she may be very forceful. But for my feminines, even my masculines, like ladies can be kings and men can be queens. You're trying to create a very smart environment. You also might have been a solution provider for this person for a long time. But this is something that you have to stand up to. You have a lot of memories with this person, a haunting, eerie kind of deja vu with this person. Also, you just may be protecting children from fucked up stuff, protecting your own inner child. I think that it's hard for you to resist this, but I see that you will. And I also think that this person may tell you something that makes you think, oh shit, this changes everything. Now, which direction do I take? Libra, you're already in the car. Take the direction that feels right. Spirit is showing you the way, okay? Showing you the way. The only person's cycles you're responsible for are yours. But I feel like this person does want to get your attention in some way. But I don't see them being apologetic enough. I'm going to do an extended because I feel like with being on the path to self-love and a lot of wisdom, I feel like you're immediately being given a test. And this was very difficult. You know, this was very difficult for this person or you or for the both of you with the Ten of Swords. And justice has already been served. I don't like the wheel coming out again. I would like to see the world in the Eight of Cups. And I'm not. I'm going to do an extended to see if this person can potentially pull you off of a new path that's leading you towards more self-sovereign love. You have all the wisdom you need, but there's all these bittersweet memories between the two of you, and that can pull on our heartstrings. So if you feel like you need the extended, the link to that's at the top of the description below. But Libra, it's okay to leave some things left unsaid. If they tempt you, they tempt you. I think you understand quite a bit about what this connection meant for you now. Be strong. It will be a test of strength. But they really want your attention, and I think they want to fight with you too. So watch yourself. All right, Libra, that's the second week in September. I'm always listening to the universe for you. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.